Hardware, man. SDA-ABO. Got the Latin American camera.
They got some trainers say, and some fighters say, "Well, I don't watch videos of the guy fighting. I let the coach watch it." This, hey, man.
Guys, one thing we know for sure about Wilder, he hit you clean. Right. And this woman whooped the whole world twice. The whole world.
Good morning. What's going on? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It's your boy Manny Fresh, along with Coach Derek. You hooked up over there, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
That's what's up. Well, it's another episode of Soap Boxing Podcast. Man, what episode are we on? I was just thinking about that.
70.
70? God
It's gonna be 70 right now.
So we in season three? Season 3, episode 7. And that's all it took to finally get Noe Skinny Boy Lopez on the show. Shit. He was like, he didn't want to come on until he made sure we was
don't keep rolling.
Deal.
He
Yeah,
was legit.
What was the dang deal, brother?
Oh, not much, man. Thanks for having me on, fellas. Here.
Yeah, man.
Another Saturday at the shop. Finna get this interview with y'all on. And
That's what's up. Now you work? You at the shop or you at home?
yeah. I'm at the shop right now, man. I got everything locked down. I'll open up and get going once we finish this. You know what I'm saying?
That's what. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the shop?
Man, we got a mechanic shop, one-stop shop over here, man. Noe's Auto Repair and Atlas Auto Glass over here on Jones in 1960 area. We do a little bit of everything, man. Mechanic.
Oh shit, Jones in 1960.
Yeah.
Man, quick little story. Shit, it had to been 25 years ago. 25 years ago, somewhere around there, if not longer. That's I'm from Chicago, born and raised, and my parents decided to come out here to Houston, and that's exactly where we landed, 1960 in Jones, bro. Right there. Yeah, there used to be. I don't know if it's still there, and I'm really just not too far from there because I'm over here on Barker, Cypress, and Greenhouse, but at all. But there used to be an old Popeyes. I don't know if that Popeyes is still out there. Like
right here, in between Cypress, North Houston, right?
Yeah. Well, in between 1960 and Grant Road, right? So in that.
Okay, on 1960.
On Jones.
On Jones. Yeah.
On Jones.
In front of some apartments, right?
Right. Yeah, that's what we. Man, boy, I can't tell no stories there, but so where's your shop in relation to that?
Literally there's a street right, a little side Tower Oaks, probably like 2 lights up from that Popeyes. There's a tire shop. If you're in this area, you know there's a Napa, Auto Parts, AutoZone, O'Reilly, all in one corner. All right, I'm at that street right there, man, right behind it. It's called Tower Oaks. And we're right here, man, going on about a year. In November would be a year, and shit, man, I can't complain. It's been going a lot better than I expected. And
so when you ain't boxing, that's your other skill. That's your other trade.
In here turning wrenches, dog. That's what I do. From here to the gym, from the gym to the house, and back here.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, later on, before we get off the show, we'll give you another plug to let everyone know where you're at, and that way they can take their vehicles out there. Shout out to Dan Hewitt. He's watching all the way from the UK. Y'all check out his show.
What's up, Dan?
Well, all right,
You
man.
said you said Roy Jones a little sharp on the mitts. I disagree. I think if Mike accidentally tries to punch that motherfucker, he's in trouble. What
Accidentally.
Yeah, I don't think. Hopefully they don't try to hurt each other. But I'm trying to see Jones Road in 1960. Is it another spot? What else is on that corner right there?
That Taco Cabana. There's a Taco Cabana, right?
It's right up. The Taco Cabana is a little bit right. It's actually Taco Cabana's on the corner in 1960.
So
yeah, you're right.
It's got a KFC, a Wendy's, all that right there.
Yeah, that's kind of catty corner. That's
catty corner, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I pass there every day, bro. I don't know why the hell I thought you was somewhere far, man. When I need you to fix that car, I thought you was far, man. That shit was right there, bro.
I'm right here, and I got your shirt right here in the back too. So whenever you swing back this way,
make it happen. If it's at the shop, I'll get that motherfucker Monday.
Hey, he wears a medium. Make sure it's a medium.
Yeah, man.
3 mediums together.
Extra large medium. Extra large. Yeah, I'm over there all the time. No, I shit every day with the day job. Fuck, that's right there, man. I don't know why I thought you was like by the gym area. I don't know why. I just assumed that.
Now, is that your hood? Is that where you grew up at?
Nah, not really, dog. Nah, I'm over there more towards like Antoine 249, kind of like Acres Homes area. You know what I'm saying? That's where I grew up at. This is where I kind of always worked at, man. It's like funny how like the first shop I ever worked at was actually right here down the street on Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like Jones and Mills Road, and then fast forward, 15 years later, I've opened my own little first shop right here down the road.
It's funny how life sometimes comes full circle, man. I every time I'm around that area, bro, I just get so like, I'm like, fuck, man. 25 years ago plus, I was here, and then I left and I traveled all over the country, man. Back to Chicago, Miami, LA, New York. And how the fuck did I end up right back here?
Right in the same spot. Yeah.
Bro. It's a trip.
But that's where it's at, Houston.
Yeah, man. I mean, when I guess when you're when you're called to be where you're meant to be, there's no escape.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Shout out to Joe from Next Fight Up. He's also watching, talking about the Trip Advisor Lopez.
Joe, you saying they opened them amateur events up 75%? Did you comment if y'all got any word on the pro shows, man?
Yeah, we can't get no pro shows.
Huh?
So yeah, we can't get no pro shows. They can get some amateur shows.
Yeah, they announced 75% people in the amateur shows. So shit, why wouldn't it be a certain level of the professional ranks?
At least, yeah. Cause I heard that the Texans game, I think the first Texas game in October, supposed to have some people in it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but you know what? These motherfuckers
we ain't making Texas money.
Yeah, they're trying to test positive. All of a sudden, they want to cancel them. So we'll see. Yeah. I don't know. Joe says pro's not happening until after the first of the year.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh shit. Nah, man. Well, let's jump into your story, Noe.
Let's get it cracking, man.
How'd you get into boxing, bro? How long you been boxing? What's your backstory on that?
Man, I started probably like around 13, 14, though. I think like right before my freshman year. Right at around 2000, over there with Rocha at Prince Boxing Gym. You know, rest in peace, my old man, Rocha, man. I came up, typical Mexican family, man. My family were watching boxing. We Chavez every other weekend, whatever he would fight. And we just watching. I hated it because that's all we did every weekend. You know, I want to watch some WWF or some wrestling, some something, man. I'm tired of watching boxing every weekend and about the Oscar De La Hoya, Fernando Vargas era. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was like, all right. I kind of got into it, started paying attention, started asking, hey, let me go try it out, man. Let's find a gym, and we ran into. Well, actually, we didn't even run into Rocha. You know, Rocha, he didn't want to deal with kids back then. So I think it was Darwin, Coach Darwin, and Jack. I think he's the strength and conditioning trainer over there with Plex and them. They were doing all the kid stuff at Prince on their side. And I was kind of going over there. My dad would always just go talk to Rocha, and we would just kind of run around over there with the kids at Prince, not doing much. My dad finally talked Rocha into kind of training us, man, and he low-key tried to like ignore us and just put us off to the side for about 3 months on the line. You know what I mean? Just get on the line and do that, which ended up being a good thing. You know what I mean? And he finally got it cracking me.
I'm about to say that's probably on purpose, man. You know, and it seemed like he ignored you because your feet ain't right, man. Keep going.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Go ahead,
you know what? And that's what I tell kids nowadays when they start training and they're like, they be on there for 3 days. You know what I mean? All right, I already know the line. I'm like, bro, I didn't punch something to about 3 months after being on this boring ass line. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that's when you look back at it. That's one of the most important things you need to be on. You know what I'm saying?
It's necessary, right?
Straight up, and yeah, man, just got going with him. Had a couple amateur fights. I think I only had like 11, 13 amateur fights back then. It really wasn't popping like it was now. My style, I didn't like my style for the amateur fights. I'm sure that's what a lot of people say anyways. And really, I got away from it, man. I got away from it. That's when I messed up my shoulder when I was about 19, 20, being out in the streets, fighting like an idiot. Messed up my shoulder, and then I kind of got away from it for a while, bro. And I was just like, a lot of family stuff going on. And then when I was about 26, 27, I was just with my boys down here at the MMA gym, just kind of trying to stay in shape. You know what I mean? I started getting a little gut, and I was like, man, I can't get. I'm skinny boy. I gotta stay skinny. And I was just out here with my boys, and they're like, hey, you know, you should try to get a pro fight. I said, oh man, I ain't ready for that, man. I ain't good enough. Blah blah blah. Just keep going, and I'm working with a lot of these MMA guys, just getting in training, and ran into Renee over here, man, at the Hooters right here on 249. And the funny story, I tell him, I said, man, the first time I met you, he was drunk. You know, yeah, I know this person, blah blah blah, and I know that. You know, everybody know everything about boxing. Until it comes down to it. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And he called me one day. He got his wife, whatever, baby mama. Actually, I went to school with her, so this is like middle school, you know what I'm saying? So we got a hold of each other. He called me up, hey bro, I got an opportunity for you. Matter of fact, when Canelo fought here when Canelo fought Kirkland here at Minute Maid, I got an opportunity for your little pro debut versus this guy. I was supposed to fight Jesse James Leha's son, Jesse James Leha Jr. And I was like, man, fuck it, let's run with it. You know what I'm saying? We'll make it happen. We training. That's when we went to Legions. That's when I went to Legions, started getting straight boxing work. And I'm like, we're getting in work and getting ready, and then they're like, well, we want to see some tape. We want to see some tape of Noe, the promoter. You know what I mean? Just want to see tape of us for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it was like 2-3 weeks away, man. 3 weeks away, and they canceled on us. They said I was too tall, and I'm like, bro, I ain't even had a fight ever since I was, you know what I'm saying, 19 or something. And I said, fuck it, man, we in the gym, let's keep going. And about 2-3 months later, made my pro debut down in the Valley, and just ran with it, man. It was really supposed to be like a little bucket list thing, you know what I'm saying? Let me get a pro fight, see how it goes, and shit. 12 fights later, we here now. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. So he pulled out. You hadn't been boxing since you were 19. You met Renee in a bar. A couple of weeks later, he calls you up. He says, "I got a fight for you."
Yeah.
You said, "Fuck it, let's start training." How long were you training for? How long were you training before he pulled out?
Man, we were probably about a good month and a half, man. Because I remember Renee when he called me. He's like, "Man, we got about 3 months to get ready." So we I think I still trained over here for about a month at the MMA gym, 4 ounce, and then he's like,
That's right.
we need to get
Where you
straight.
at from too, huh?
Yeah, like straight up, like right around the corner. Matter of fact, they just moved now. They're right over here by close to Mills. But he's like, we need to get you some straight boxing work with some boxing guys, blah blah blah. He took me over there and started getting my ass whooped over there, and and about a month and a half, man, 2 months. That's when they started coming up with a bunch of questions and asking for video, all this and that. And then about a week later, he pulled out. Funny thing is,
did he fight?
That's what I'm saying. Funny thing is, they found somebody else for him. The guy show up. He missed weight by like 8 pounds, and they don't have no fight. They don't end up fighting. So whatever. That's his fault. Yeah, straight up.
Boxing.
All right, so you Mexican, huh?
Yeah,
you Mexican?
I'm born in Mexico, Jalisco, man.
Oh shit, from Jalisco, Mexico.
Man, you look Irish, bro. Shit, I didn't know.
You wouldn't have been able to tell, huh?
I like Renee, man. I know him and talk to him a little bit, man. He seemed like a good guy, man. I don't really know his history or background, but I know you got a gang of y'all fighters over there, and y'all be working.
Renee, a good dude, man. Like I said, I thought he was full of shit when I first met him, and little by little, man, the one thing he needs.
I need to get him on the show because I want to start getting coaches too. So the fighter coaches watch the fighters and the fighters watch the coaches, bro. But I ain't getting no bites. I know Renee will probably jump on here, man. But yeah, I like it, man.
You won't get Renee on here this early, and you need to give him about a 24 pack of Bud Light, and then about 5 shows.
Do about 5. So you can do about 5 shows.
5 shows straight.
What you mean? What you mean is over, man? Keep the camera rolling.
Yeah. Keep the Bud Light coming, and he'll be on here all day. But man, Renee.
No, go ahead.
I said, Renee, man, he been A1 with me since we met, dog. Like, he looked out for me so much, you know what I'm saying? And it's like beyond just like fighter and coach with me and him, you know what I'm saying? I tell a lot of people, because he's actually now, probably like these last year and 2 years, he's been really more in the gym. He had to work because he works out of town, you know what I'm saying? So that would kind of interfere sometimes. Sometimes people didn't like getting trained by Renee because he was always moving around. But I'm like, bro, if you know what you got to do, if you discipline, then you can do your thing. And when he come in, then we get to it. You know what I mean? But
everybody comes, seems like every fighter, grown or kid, they come into a situation with only their experience, right? That's all they have. And with expectations on how a trainer should train them. It is hilarious because the trainer's like, fuck you come here for? If you need me to train the way you want me to, train you fucking yourself, man.
Yeah, then you don't need it. Yeah.
It's always in every, I think every, well, I ain't gonna speak for every trainer. I got certain ways to curb that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said with roaches, Nah, motherfucker, you ain't got shit. You think you got it, you ain't got shit, so show me. And it's almost like for me, those things are litmus tests where I'm saying, I told you to do this because I'll pull out them boxing mitts, my glove mitts, and make you keep me off your ass, man. And when you can't, get right back over there where I told you to be, man.
Get back to the line, yeah.
So fighters are either gonna deal with that or they gonna move around. And the ones that move around, you'll notice they all move around. They go through the gambit. They go through the gambit of trainers, man. And it's each trainer's fault. He ain't doing nothing instead of the motherfucker moving trainer to trainer. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny that the guys who want to be trained want you to train them the way you want to. I don't run into that, bro, because I don't too much no more. My years is in, and now I just see it from 1,000 miles away. And the first time, and plus, you know, people think I'm a little expensive, bro, but it's really just to weed out the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like this motherfucker lasts a month. Well, it's two things. He can't afford it, or he wanted a motherfucker to cater to him, so he needs to go down the street, man. He needs to go somewhere else. I ain't gonna never cater to you, man.
Instead of wasting your time,
You know, so I think that's what the problem is with the boxers sticking and moving. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you get in there with a guy, y'all just don't have the chemistry. It happens. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing wrong with it. Go find another guy. I think it's more pertinent for a trainer, and Manny will tell you if I do this or not. I think it's more pertinent for a trainer just to say, hey man, nah. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna work. I've done that and not did no training. Just be like, nah, man, go, nah, you need to stay where you at, man. And I'm talking about, I'm talking about professional fighters with undefeated. Nah, man, you need to go back where you at, bro. Cause if I can't help you, what's the fucking point? I'm not here to hang out, man. I'm not here to ride around. I'm not here to corner. I'm not here to corner a fucking boxer, man, because when you lose, I feel like I lost. I don't want to lose, man. So you need to stay where you at, bro. That's what I think. Boys keep
straight. I mean, it's a lot of dudes that bounce around.
The other day we were in the gym and I'd been working out and I got in the ring. I started sparring this fucking dude and I was tired, beat up, and then my 6:30 class was walking in. I'm walking out the ring, and I look at Derek, and I'm like, "Fuck, man! I don't know why I do this shit to myself." And he turned around and said, "Because we love this shit. That's the only reason why we have our asses up in here. Because there ain't no money in this shit. There ain't, you know, the only reason we here. The only reason we here is because we love this shit. And when you do that, when you value and you love something, you just ain't gonna give the shit away for free or waste your time. And I tell people that all the time. Like I tell people all the time with the gym. Look, Derek runs the boxing. I ain't no boxing coach, and I'll never try to act like one. But it is my responsibility to protect the energy in that gym. And I'm quick to run the motherfucker off if they bringing in negative shit, if they're disruptive to the gym or whatever the case may be. We are in there doing something that's a pain in the ass. It requires a lot of fucking energy, a lot of fucking work. We in there because we love it and we love what we doing. We ain't got time for all the extra bullshit. If you ain't gonna work, if you're gonna waste our time, then this ain't the spot. I tell people all the time because you got a lot of parents that come in and they want either the parents or the kids, they want to start sparring right away. And I tell them, if you coming in here just to spar after a week or two of training, this ain't the place for you. You're gonna have to find another spot. If you're in this gym, you're going to learn how to box. 1. And 2, you'll never ever find anybody in this gym, whether it's me trying to keep you here or a coach trying to teach you something. We ain't gonna chase nobody. We ain't gonna waste our time. This ain't my source of income. So we have this place open for the community and for us because we enjoy what we're doing. So we ain't gonna waste our time. We ain't gonna waste our energy. And I tell them, take a look around. No, you've been to our gym. When you come in, there's a certain energy, man. People in there working. You haven't been? You haven't been in the sparring yet, or no?
I ain't been over there. Nah. Y'all,
oh shit!
They came over to our gym, but nah, I ain't been over there, y'all. Nah, I ain't been over there.
Oh shit! Well, you got to come on through, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
I'm gonna make it out there.
That's one of the things, and that's why Coach and I work so well was because sometimes we communicate without even fucking saying a word because we understand what our objective. He ain't gonna chase somebody just like he don't chase his boxers. Now I don't chase my clients down. If you want to be here, it's because you want to be here, and the people that are there are the ones that get the most out of it because they want to be there. Ain't no one chasing no one.
They want to get them. Yeah. They making no.
So growing up,
I'm out. Go ahead. No, I'm saying I'm the same way, bro. Because like, I get out of here, I'm at the shop all day, make it to the gym. I'm tired of hell. I tell some guys tell me like, man, they work for a couple of days and they're like, damn, I don't know how you do it. I'm tired of motherfucker. I get here and then I said, no, that's every day for me. You know what I'm saying? You see me and there grease spots on my knees and everywhere. Like you said, this what I love doing, man. You know what I'm saying? And whether you tired or whatever the fuck's going on, if you love it, man, you're gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And all the other shit go out the window. I ain't trying to go to the gym and kill time and shoot the shit and video record, go Instagram live. Like, get in there, get your goddamn work in, and let's go. I got three babies at the house. I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm in and out. I ain't got time for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta be laser focused. Hey, you're a Kobe fan, weren't you? Were you a Kobe
hell
fan?
nah. What you?
No,
exit.
Were you a Kobe fan or a LeBron fan, or neither?
I'm a LeBron. I just ain't a Laker fan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I'm not a Laker fan. I respect Kobe.
Yeah, I just brought that up because last night I was going through some shit. I don't know, and I was watching some Kobe shit, and one of the videos was, when he was teaching someone how to do something, he would have them do it over like 1,000 fucking times. Every fucking second, every fucking minute. I mean, the same thing with boxing. Just like Coach Rocha, he had you on the line, for 3 months. You just got to do it over and over and over and over again until it's perfected.
Think about this. Think about this here.
What's up, baby?
I show you something. All right. Just because you can understand it, don't mean you know it, right? So I show you something. Now, you got to be able to perform this against Noah. Noah, you about what? 5'11", 5'10"? How tall are you, man?
5'11", 6 foot.
6 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you got to be able to perform this thing against Noah. And then when you get in there with Manny, you got to be able to perform this thing with Manny. You get in there with a guy on my side, you got to be able to perform this thing. So you got to make this shit automatic, man. And then be able to add or take away that allows you to perform it with each opponent. Yeah. And guys think they just gonna just because they understand. Understand is not knowing, bro. Understanding is something. Okay, I get it. I hear what you're saying, but not go do it. You got to do that shit a million times, man. I had a service in the military guy, right? Like a captain, like high rank. I don't know the ranks. He said in the military we learn you gotta do a thing 2,000 times before muscle memory, right? I said I got that because I never had a solid number, but I knew. I said, but thank you for giving me the number. I'm gonna keep that 2,000 back in my head. Yeah. Because think about this: a motherfucker do something 100 times, he thinks he's got it. 100 times. did that shit 100 times, man. 100 times ain't enough, bro. It ain't enough. So you can, if you looking at me at the gym, if you looking at me like, what's next? Next, motherfucker, I'll take you on.
The other 1,900 fucking repetitions you got to do.
Yeah,
Next,
that's what's next. Yeah.
Hey, you ain't got that shit, and you worried about next. You so far from next, it's ridiculous, man. So
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm gonna be here. You need to go over there and do that thing 2,000 times, man. It's crazy, brothers, boxing shit with people thinking, you know, and Noah, you know as well as me. I could pitch a bitch on this bag, but when this motherfucker go to punch me in the mouth,
man.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you ain't lying. There's so many.
You'll lose a fight looking for your space and shit. Hold on, man. Wait. It's over with. What am I doing now? Yeah.
This motherfucker ain't staying in place like the bag.
Looking at the rest, talking about this motherfucker won't stay in space.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hey. Richard Pryor say. I
was just gonna say that. Yeah.
He said I pitch a bitch. He said I pitch a bitch on the bed, but you get that rain, and that motherfucker kicking his own ass.
He punching himself in the head.
He said he looked back.
What the fuck I'm supposed to do with this motherfucker?
He said he looked back over the rope. Hey, coach, what about this shit?
he kicking his own ass. What the fuck I'm supposed to do?
You don't give a fuck about me. Yeah, man. Everybody, but ain't that the thing though, to not go along with you? I gotta dictate this pace.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to stay here and fucking comply. Complying ain't a fight. Ain't no fighting and complying. I got to disrupt your fucking shit. But yeah, man, a 16-year-old kid really wants to tell me what it is. Bam, you don't sit your ass down somewhere.
Yeah, but, like I was talking to my guys, or two guys, matter of fact, before these last fights today. I said, yeah, dog. I said, you need I said, when you shadow boxing, kind of shadow box and picture what you finna do with this guy, and because he fights like this, and that, whoop-de-whoop. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna do this, and that. All right, but what if he don't let you do what you plan to do? You know what I'm saying? You got, because most likely he's not. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to maneuver around that and be ready for kind of what he finna do if your plan A don't work. Nah, I'm finna do. I mean, yeah.
I can see in the round, Louis, the type of training, not style or nothing, not how they fight. That's just what it is. But I can see the thought process of your trainer by the way you fight. I can see, okay, this guy's been trained by a dude who thinks stronger wins. Or this guy been trained by a dude that thinks, you know, you use your power punches. You gotta come hit him hard and he'll act right. I can see all that shit, man. And because it shows in your particular, you know, the boxer's ability. You know what I'm saying? So that's information. So the minute I get in there with a guy, my kid goes in there. I tell my kids all the time, you make sure you make it back over here after that round. Bro. When that bell rings, if you get back over here, I'm gonna tell you how to beat him. But you still beat him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you need to do that thing 2,000 fucking times, man. Because, and this is utmost importance. The worstest feeling in the world as a trainer is your fighter having a tough time, right? He comes back to the corner, and you know what to do to have that, you know, to nullify the other guy, but your fucking kid can't do it. You know what I'm saying? He can't do it. That ain't his thing. He didn't work on it enough. You know, he's having problems with that. You training him up that, but it ain't, you know, it don't fit his cogs. So I'm like,
click.
Now, as a trainer, my whole mind is, I can't let my kid get hurt. So now I'm coaching you defensive, so you don't go out there and get hurt. But when really in that first round, I already knew how to beat this guy. Checkmate, I got it. but my kid can't do it. Fuck. What I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to not let you get hurt, man. All this shit is heavy, man. If you get to talking about it too much, and so when a kid comes in there and says he's fast, you know, and he thinks he's the world beater, man, fast ain't enough, bro. Tough ain't enough, bro. Hard ain't enough, bro. It's the combination of these things, right?
All that, everything put together. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. So when these kids come in there, and you know, if a boxer comes to me and say, "Man, coach, I need a new trainer. Man, my trainer ain't seeing eye to eye. Why is that? Man, he wants me to run X, or he don't do this enough. Son, you don't want to be near him. This is the worst things you want to do. Bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be worse over here.
Bro, I'm zero tolerance. If I say this is what I need and you don't give it to me,
Gone.
you know what you do, Noah? This is what I do. I show a guy something. Cause believe you me, I've been watching if I'm gonna show you something, right? I show you something, man, I walk away. I'm gonna be here, bro. A week or two go by, I ain't seen you work it but one time. Man, don't come ask me shit.
Yeah.
You ain't made that shit. You didn't add it to your arsenal. But you think it's me. You think I can make you good. I'm not the problem, bro. I showed you how to do something, and you ain't man. And I think that's what man is talking about. How I'm definitely no nonsense, bro. I'm definitely no, you know.
You know what? It just occurred to me. It just occurred to me. Maybe people believe that they just need you to speak it into existence for them.
Yeah, keep speaking.
You know that's what they think. You know that's what they think.
Speak it into existence. Tell me what I need to do so I can do it. All right, what's next?
Watch how Deontay Wilder speaks this ass whipping into existence. Fuck out there, man. That shit is aggravating, bro, because people that's the thing of dealing with people, right? Relationships, right? You take on their everything, their thought process, their upbringing, everything comes to the table with that. And then fighting, unlike football, basketball, badminton, ping pong, all that shit, the truth gonna get exposed, bro. So it's like when a guy tells me, and we ain't gotta stay on this, but when a guy tells me he's a believer, right? And the first time some first stress, this motherfucker's frazzled and wigging out, want to go do the worst thing. Man, you don't believe at all, bro. You're not depending on this on your faith at all, man. What are you doing? So you bring all that baggage to the table, bro, when you're training fighters, because the truth gonna get exposed. Believe that.
Joe says Dumbo needed that feather. Whatever works.
Well, hey, there's some truth. There's some truth to whatever works. Now, don't get me wrong. Whatever works, there's truth to that too.
Shit, Cuss used to go into Mike Tyson's room while he was sleeping and speak affirmation to him while he was sleeping.
Not only that.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Did somebody call you, Noe?
Yeah, that's what happened. I ignored it and it
cut out and come back on the same way you did.
Yeah, you cut out and come back in.
all right.
Turn your ringer off and she won't fuck with you. But so Cuss took Mike. See, people don't remember, man. My cousin went to fucking Catskills, bro, with Kevin Rooney, man. So I got the inside scoop on a bunch of shit up there. He only lasted how long because they boxing didn't fit us and he was beating up everybody in the gym. But the thing is, the little inside scoops I did get, right? It's good information. And Cus D'Amato took Mike to he did more than that. He was reinforcing
hypnotism, boy.
Yeah, he was reinforcing the hypnotist. He brought him to get the hypnotist. But my thing on that, man, is this.
All right, I'm back.
Hold up, D.
I can get that Instagram, baby. But my spin on that, man, is this. Those things there is for lack of confidence, right? those things are for people who are broken people that you need to reinforce, right? So, everybody, especially me and your age, man, and we was Mike Tyson fucking we thought he was a superhero when he was young.
Yeah.
What we didn't know, the truth was, the guy was filled with self-doubt, was abused, misused in every fucking manner.
Insecure, very insecure.
Insecure in every fucking manner. So I think what the model was doing with that hypnotist was trying to build that confidence. And if I can untap and unlock that subconscious and get that subconscious to say, I'm the baddest motherfucker in the world, man. Your subconscious will convince you, man. Think about this, and we'll lead us along too. Think about this, Noah. Your subconscious, bro, don't hellified have to convince you of shit. You just listen to it. Think about this. You can say what you want to me, but if a nigga comes in there right now with a gun and puts that gun in your head, your mind, without words, is gonna say, duck under this motherfucking table or grab that fucking gun or whatever, right? Whatever the case may be. And it don't gotta tell you twice, huh? You gonna do that. That's your subconscious, bro. So I think what the model was doing with Mike was like, I gotta take that subconscious that tells him automatic, cower down. I can't do it. I'm scared of this guy. I'm a little guy. Mike always said I'm a fat. I was a fat guy. Everybody picked on me, had a list. So if a man come in there scary, Cuss had to take that guy, not the guy who's talking. He had to take that guy and say, I'm the baddest motherfucker in the world. I'm the champion. I'm a motherfucker.
That's crazy.
How dare you come to me and want to fight? Are you out your fucking mind? Matter of fact, the mere disrespect of thinking you should fight me, I got to kill you. I got to smash your fucking head. That's what that subconscious is, bro. And if you build that subconscious, it don't have to convince you no more. It tells you, this motherfucker thinks he can whoop me. The drawback.
So saying all that, you got to believe to receive.
Yeah. Now saying all that, I think what happened was inflating the guy's ego like that. Instead of inflating the guy's, or at the same time, inflating the guy's work ethic, right? Tell him he's a bad motherfucker. Tell him he's Alexander. Tell him he's a conqueror. But he's a conqueror and he's Alexander by way of he does the work. He does the thing a million times. If I'm fit, nobody could beat me. If I do my rounds, nobody could beat me. Because if you just inflate ego and not the other side, your ego is going to get crushed. It's going to get crushed sooner or later because it's going to be whoever your Buster Douglas is, bro. Who just ain't scared of it. He just ain't got shit to lose and don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. Work is
the huge part of the equation. And this is what we were talking about the other day, when with the whole, and we poke fun of it, the whole believe and receive deal. But what I had said when we were talking was, when you go to scripture, or the Bible says that faith without works is dead, right? Well, it's the same thing. You got to have faith. Faith is seen in something that's not evident, or it's not, it's not tangible. So you got to put the work in. And it's the same thing, with having a vision, having a dream, the whole, you got to believe it to receive it. You got to have faith, but without the work, and I had worded it, a vision without the grind is just a daydream. You can sit there and think about it all day.
It's just it's just a hustle.
Yeah,
you ain't doing the work, motherfucker. Just talking slick and getting you to
you're when you say that, I believe you're referencing like those motivational speakers. And anyone, all those people, that bring positive messages, all that's real. But you can't get tied up in the whole, all I have to do is speak it into existence, or all I have to do is believe it and I receive it. Nah, that's just a fraction of what you have to do.
But people buy into that part.
Right,
And that's the part I be denouncing. Right.
It's pretty and it's easy and it's you can fall in love with that part, but it's the shit of getting up every fucking day, working out 2 times a day, working a full-time job, start having a business, doing all those little things that ain't pretty, that ain't sexy, that people don't want to fucking do. But then you're just gonna spend your time believing in something an imaginary imagination. So there's a difference between having an imagination and having a vision and going out and
dig this
it every single day.
Dig this. At the press conference, the second fight, Deontay Wilder told the Gypsy, "I'm gonna knock you out," like he does. And he said, "I believe in achieve and receive," or whatever, right? And the Gypsy said, "I don't believe that shit." He said, "I don't believe that shit." He said, and he was say, but you must have never looked at a killer. He said, "I looked at a killer's buku time. You ain't one. I'm gonna knock you out." And guess what? Here's the thing. I would say, which man believed what he was saying?
Right.
Sitting at that table.
Right.
You could only speak it so much. You can speak it into existence so much, but you still got to do the work. You know what I'm saying?
You don't got the ability to fuck with me, son. So that's false.
What gives that person that belief, that confidence is the work.
Right.
I know what I put in. I know what I'm standing on. I know what I'm capable of. What the fuck you talking about? Believe, receive. You gonna receive his ass whooping.
And with that, hey, Deontay Wilder hit so hard, maybe he throws a fucking, maybe he ain't scared, he throws the bomb and then lands, he wins. Good for him. The thing is, man, I don't think we should, as fighting men, trainers, fighters, we shouldn't teeter on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, yeah, I want you to think positive. I want to drill your subconscious. I want you to understand you can be a bad motherfucker. But in order to do that, do the work. That's what you're saying, man.
You still got to do the work. Yeah.
It's like when you go tell somebody, it's like when you go tell somebody, go jump rope for 6 rounds or something, and they go jump rope and they're like, okay, well, what's next? It's the same thing. The believing part is just the first. It's just the first step of it. That's just and it's the easiest part. And then comes the fucking hard work. Hey, no, I wanted to ask you, bro. Being Mexican, being from Mexico, being from Jalisco, growing up in a Mexican household. You referenced Chavez earlier. Then you also referenced that De La Hoya Vargas fight. I wanted to get your thoughts on that fight. I wanted to know who you were rooting for and what you went through.
Man,
because that's a huge fight. Shit, what he disappeared? Oh, there you
go. Man, that was tough because Vargas is like De La Hoya was my fundamental why I like boxing. Like everything he did, like that was my favorite fighter to watch and learn. But Vargas was the reason I jumped into boxing. You know what I'm saying? His attitude, his everything about his swag, yeah. And even though Vargas was a damn good technical fighter, he didn't make it. He didn't do nothing crazy to make you think that, but he was so fundamental sound. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was I'm still riding for Vargas, man, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the reason I got to the gym. You know what I mean? That was the reason I jumped in there, and it's definitely my favorite fighter. It sucked when we went to Vegas. We went to the gym to try to catch up to him, and they were closed both days. But yeah, I was torn, man. I was torn on that fight.
No. Fernando Vargas was so fucking good, bro, that I, to this day, right now in the gym, and I think I may be a year older than him, to this fucking day, when I'm getting a guy's feet right, and they asking me who to look at, I say, go look at ferocious
Vargas.
Fernando
Yeah.
Vargas, man.
Yeah.
His balance was constant. His feet was always underneath him, which made it possible for him to be defensive and offensive at the same fucking time. I say, go look at Fernando. When you say that to somebody, they go, huh? Because they fan, right? And I'm like, technically sound. Listen, to define Vargas' career, personally, I would do it this way: mismanaged. That's not me to shit on his managers. That means they took a shot because the money was so fucking great, and it happened to be a little too much for him, but it was so close that you didn't know that going in, right? You had no reason to think Vargas wasn't gonna beat that dude. And getting up off the canvas, he showed you why they believed him.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that nugget right there, man, set the tone for all the big fights he had after that. And of course, you know, at the end of his career, he took a lot of damage. But as far as ability wise, man, you know who shocked me one day? I was sitting there, we was talking, me and a coach, Rudy Silva.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this, and before I could say Vargas, he said Fernando Vargas. I said, motherfucker. He said, Coach, that dude, bro. I said, yeah. I said, well, I'm glad you and me know, because it seems like a lot of people don't fucking know, man. They know who he was because he was a star. His boxing ability, they is like underrated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's underrated.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, it didn't look flashy. It didn't do nothing flashy, crazy that made you oohs and ahs. But like you said, even in that fight, being knocked down, low blows, how many ever times, he was still fundamentally there, still in the fight.
Dude,
regardless, probably half-ass concussed. You know what I'm saying? But
the whole time,
but the foundation was there to where he was still.
He would have got hurt worse. Yeah. I can't remember. And it wasn't like I was a Vargas like super fan or not. I mean, I was a fan of his boxing, but that was a roller coaster, bro. Watching that fight,
man.
Like, I was involved in that motherfucking fight, bro. I was involved in that fight.
Yeah.
If I'd have been half a sister, I probably would have cried a couple times. I was up and down, bro. I was up and down, like, we gonna get him. Like, I went to we gonna whoop this Puerto Rican, right? Oh fuck. Then he battles back, right? And then he dropped Tito. He dropped Tito.
Yeah.
I said, we back.
Yeah.
And then by the time, and as it's going, bro, and no shitting on Tito Trinidad, I didn't realize how big a Tito Trinidad fan I was until he retired. And he wasn't fighting them up. Like, man, we missing Tito. Tito need to be in here whooping some motherfuckers. But man, the ebbs and flows of that fight, bro. Man, I was so high and so low and so high. That shit was like an abusive relationship, man. I need to call a law.
Yeah, counselor afterwards, man. Shit.
And then when he finally jumped in there and stopped that thing, man, which I think that it could have been stopped early. I wish, man, that was a great fight, man.
Still, man, I still, you know, I watched the replay of it. You still, you know, even though you know what's happening, you still up and down, like, God damn. And
hey, to me, he's the personification. And you two boys being Mexican, y'all can tell me. To me, Fernando Vargas is the personification of Mexican grit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had the ability, the great Mexican fighting ability, but like, oh, you hurt me, bitch! I'm coming hurt you.
I'm coming back.
If you got it or didn't get it, you can ride with somebody like that.
Yeah, most motherfuckers, you know, he would have been knocked down 2 times, 3 times in the first.
Yeah.
They would have checked out. You know what I'm saying? Then low blows.
Was it 3? I almost felt like it was 3 that first round.
He got dropped. He got twice. Yeah, because he had been out of there. But that's what I'm saying. He knew because them left hooks hurt. That was one of the biggest hooks in the game.
Yeah, especially from Tito.
And at first when he hit him, plow, and Vargas was like, I was like, oh shit. And he went down, he got up, and then when he caught him again, he went to grab it and hold him. and
Yeah,
still
when he
trying to
was
punch.
swinging.
Yeah, still trying to punch. Man, that guy was. God damn, I love watching that dude fight,
Yeah.
man.
From his first, I remember I got family out there in Cali in Oxnard, Ventura, where he from, and when my uncle came down, he's like, man, you better watch out, there's a bad motherfucker coming up, Fernando, Ferocious, Vargo, blah blah. We're like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he from
Right.
your hood. He from your hood. Of course, you going shout him out, and he
That
fought
motherfucker was. He was
he was
telling
the
you the
truth.
truth. That
Yeah,
motherfucker was
yeah.
ferocious, man.
With
Yeah,
him
bro.
and he fought that goddamn what was it? Was it Thompson, the black dude, bald headed black dude?
The
They
one he
got
spit
into it.
on.
Yeah,
The one he
when he was
spit
talking
on.
shit. That was like,
Yeah,
oh
man.
yeah, I'm locked in. Yeah, that's my dude.
He was
You know what I'm
telling. He
saying?
was telling Vargas some derogatory shit about his wife, and
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
and Fernando put him on his ass, and when he finally put him on his ass, that last time he just spit on that motherfucker, man. I was like, that's my move. I'd have did that shit.
Hey man, don't replay that shit, man. Don't replay
Yeah,
that right
man.
now.
Oh, look at this guy. This guy. Look at him, though. Look at them feet, Noah. Look at them feet.
Man, I just feel like that was maybe a one or two fights too soon, man.
Yeah.
That's
But
it.
now let me say this, because I don't know Fernando, I don't know Robert or none of them, right? But the one time I heard a conversation on in their interview,
That's
and they
that
asked
grit.
Robert Garcia, because I think Robert Garcia was active at the time still too. And they was asking Robert Garcia the same thing. It was like, man, don't you think it was a little soon for Fernando? And he was like, well, look, it could have been. He could have been. He said, but $15 million and 19. He said 19. What it was, like 97, 6, 8, 98 or something. Okay, 2000.
Yeah.
2000. He said $15 million. You tell Fernando Vargas to not fight for $15 million.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. And when he put it in those terms, I was like, yeah, you can't pass that fighter. He's a world champion. He's a world fucking champion. And they gonna put you on pay-per-view. $15 million. So again,
and you know what? We go back to that's what I was saying about the whole Wilder thing, when everybody was like, oh, he's stupid for taking the rematch this quick. But I'm like, bro, you think he might know this the end of the, you know what I'm saying, the end of the ride.
I got to go get that money.
You think motherfucker gonna say no to 20, 30, 40 million? Shit.
All you want is for that fighter to try. You know, not to go lay on his back for the 30 million. You want him to try.
Yeah.
And I made fun of Deontay Wilder, bro, a little bit. And to be honest with you, I was rooting for him in the first. My nationalism gets in the way. I still want the fucking Americans that had their belts, right?
Yeah.
But
Ryan Nash, you wanted that Irishman to win.
No, the second match, the rematch, I was clear.
Hey, I ain't never heard an Irishman rooting against another Irishman.
I was clear the second time. The second time I was like, nah, man, y'all robbed that big gypsy, man. He won every round but two, and y'all took it from fuck you. So, but I do be I can't help it, bro. Same way you root for America in the Olympics, you root for them in the pros, right? Yeah. And you really gotta be I really can't stand you if I'm not rooting for you and you're American. But the thing is, man, I said that fucking, I lost my motherfucking, what were you talking about?
Wilder and Fury. You were rooting for Wilder.
Yeah, Wilder. That was the point I was making. Damn. you Wilder proved to me against the Haitian the first time. Yeah. What's his name, the Haitian? The one he won the title from. He won the WBC from him.
Dread dude, goddamn it.
Yeah, the Dread. Stavern.
Yeah.
I was watching that fight with my buddy, and he was like, Coach, who's gonna win? I said, man, Deontay Wilder can't fight, man. I said, but he knocks everybody out, bro. And it's getting to the point where even I'm believing he's gonna knock a motherfucker out, right?
Knock everybody out.
And that Stavern fight, he didn't knock shit out, and he had to fight. And Stavern had Wilder out on his feet. I think around 7 or 8, something like that. And Wilder just was on the ropes, and he was still punching, no. He was still slinging that big right hand. And I told my buddy, and I think he edged out the fight. He deserved to win by a round or 2.
Yeah, I think he won that fight. Yeah.
And I told my buddy, I said, I shit on Wilder's boxing ability. And I said, but he's a fighting man, bro. It ain't his fault. It ain't his fault that he only learned X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
But he's making it work for us. I said, that's a fighting man.
And he's proven that with him. He's proven that with Ortiz, because he was getting beat up against Ortiz as well.
Now check this out. In that Gypsy King fight, I said the second time I said, hold on, we did one IG. I said, that's why I was so quick to want to stop the fight. I wanted to stop the fight 2 rounds before they stopped it. I wanted to stop the fight when Breland was trying to stop the fight, remember? And they wouldn't let it. Like, he was in the corner telling the white boy, I need to stop this fight. And the white boy was like, that ain't your job or whatever. And so Breland, that was like in the 5th. Breland let that shit go on 2 more times, so he just couldn't stand it. And if you watch the clip, he actually walked out of the corner. No, he walked out of the corner to throw the towel in. What more could you ask for in the corner, right? Like, he's sitting there, he ain't the chief second, and he's sitting there going, nah, I'm not going to do this shit no more, man. This kid's going to get hurt. And what I knew was, watching that fight, what I knew was, as a trainer, the likelihood that he lands something is so small.
It wasn't going to happen. Not in that. Yeah.
Stop the fight.
He was low key concussed after that first knockdown all the way. He was out of there.
And nobody knew what was coming out the ear for real. You don't know that. You don't know it's just a cut.
Yeah.
So I was on some stop the fight shit because I remember back against the Haitian. I remember back against Ortiz. I remember back. I said, Deontay Wilder ain't gonna quit, bro. He ain't gonna quit. He's gonna keep fighting. He's gonna keep fighting till he can't fight no more. And that's how you get kids killed, man.
Yeah. That's the worst part with when you got an actual fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like a fighter that's gonna sit in there and he ain't gonna quit. And,
right.
Like you said, Wilder wasn't quit. Wilder wasn't gonna quit that fight. He had to take him out on a stretcher.
Right.
And,
now I'll say this. That makes me a little different than Deontay Wilder fans, right? I'll say this now, after the fact, and you got time to think about it. Meaning Wilder, he was that was brutal, bro. Like, he was dominated from pillar to post. He couldn't get a jab going. He couldn't do nothing. And I say, caught up in that moment is different than thinking back and going, okay, what was working for me that I could get working again, and what and because it wasn't stopped soon enough, right? There's nothing to grab onto. He was pretty much fucking dominated and embarrassed and all that shit
the whole time.
So it's like, deep down in his subconscious, is he gonna say fight, or is he gonna say, here we go again? You know what I'm saying? So
he just gonna say, don't wear that heavy ass shorts again, and he'll be all right.
If he believes that, hey, I almost want him to really believe that dumb shit. I almost want Deontay Wilder, since he never corrected fucking fans about the gloves and shit. I almost want him to say, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, look. So then he could say, he can make that. But the problem with that is, soon as the jip runs across there and starts hitting that ass, he's gonna know that's a lie. He's gonna, man, I'm lying to myself, and here I go again, man. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, it's exactly like, look at that shit. How that dude got up from that?
Like that. No, I know you're gonna appreciate this.
Look at
Just like the Undertaker.
Hey, if you pay attention to the gypsy's chest when he hit that ground, and his head hit the mat.
Oh, that shit bounced. Yeah.
He was out, bro.
Yeah.
Now,
He bounced off that shit.
But he was out. And when his eyes open, that subconscious say, uh-oh, get your ass up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, here's more than likely what I believe, fellas. And I think Wilder signed on to do the fight, the 3-peat. I think just like Mike, when Evander got in that ass, and in that rematch, you know, Mike could say he was headbutting me all I want. That's why I bet him and all that bullshit. But subconsciously, Mike said, "Uh-oh, here we go again.
Here we go again.
I can't do nothing with this fucking dude, man." And the real Mike came out, but fuck you. I ain't gonna let you just destroy me in front of everybody, and that's why he did it. But so what's Deontay Wilder? Deontay Wilder is not a killer. He's not a tough guy. I don't even think he's hood. Nothing about him reminds me of the neighborhood. Nothing. So what does he do when he comes out there?
You're gonna believe to receive.
No,
speak it into
existence. I don't even think he comes out the corner firing off, bro. I think he's gonna come out cautious, like, what do I do? You know, and that's gonna tell me everything, man. Because when that subconscious say, man, I can't whip this motherfucker, you already beat. How do you beat this guy? Now I could be wrong. It's 2 left shoes. Don't get me wrong. I've been known to beat. But I just when you get dominated like that, man, it takes real character and boxing ability to overcome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Back from that, you know?
No, hey, so, you got anything coming up, bro? You got any fights lined up? What's going down?
I think we're going back to Alabama, man. Matter of fact, I just November 12th, November 14th. Yeah, we're going out there for sure.
I've never seen pictures. I didn't get to see the fight. Let me say that out the gate. Wait a while. I ended up seeing a clip later that you posted. I've never seen still pictures tell the tale
perfect.
of a fight. Tell the tale of a fight more than that last fight you had, because that dude's face was like, fuck. Like, I don't want to be here, man. It looked like every time you get him, you say, man, I came to the wrong place.
It's like they caught the perfect picture every month.
Yeah, you had some slick pictures.
Bro,
that
dude's face, if ever, there's one picture, I can't tell you which one it was. I mean, you posted them, but there was one picture where this motherfucker looked like he was kind of like looking back, like, man, help me out, man. I need to get the fuck out of here, man. It was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I could tell because when he turned around from that body shot, that straight right, and
this one,
yeah.
That motherfucker looked like he was hurting.
Now look, I don't make fun of fighters, right? Because he showed up. He showed up.
Yeah, you know, that's what I told him. He was he showed up, he got in the ring. He got a little heated because, you know, I got a bunch of ignorant motherfuckers on my Facebook, and when I posted the picture, everybody got on his ass and started talking. I said, man, but that really wasn't me. I said, I know, man, you got to fight regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Regardless what everybody say. And he was like, yeah, I kind of figured when we was at the weigh-in, he was like, you ain't going to play no games. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, yeah, like that's what we're here for. We can chop it up now after the fight, like we cool, whatever. But I ain't drive all the way over here
to chat.
Be friendly. Yeah, to be friendly with you before. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't figure out that same exact picture man just put. I couldn't figure out which fucking Muppet he looked like. But that motherfucker looked like Man, wrong place, wrong time, wrong belong.
Right.
Just I don't know if it was Big Bird or Snubble Up. Just get me the fuck out of here, man. That shit was crazy, bro.
So
It
so
reminded me like when my man just had his pro debut. Who I'm talking about, man? And he hit that boy, and I made the little clip. I said, man, get me the fuck out of here. Dude, Ray.
Yeah.
Dude,
Get the keys. Get the keys.
And that boy stood there to fight with him for a second, and dude, bah! That motherfucker popped up and went right to the corner, man. Let's go. We gotta go.
Yeah.
No, someone call you again?
Again, yeah, no.
Come in, go out, come in so we can wrap it up. Oh man.
Man, you got my wallet, you got my keys. That shit was funny, bro. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh man, it was hilarious, bro.
All right, man. So you got a show coming up in Alabama next month. You know, you got your opponent set up yet?
November 14th. We thought we did, man. The guy we had in mind thought it was gonna be a pretty good fight. He didn't want to take the fight. So we looking for something else. But we definitely locked in.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
You probably seen them pictures. And had to change his mind. Yeah, but I mean, we locked in on a day for sure.
That's what's up. Is it gonna be televised on that link again?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. They had a pretty good promotion, man, and that was a pretty cool little broadcast or whatever they had. So yeah, they're gonna do that again. And yeah, we're looking forward to that. Start getting ready for that. You know what I'm saying?
Before you get out of here, man, tell me about y'all stable right quick, man. You got some fighters over there, man. Little Chris is on the stage.
Little Chris, we got Chris McCoy. What he 5-0, 6-0 now. He on right now, man. He flipped the switch right after that the last fight he had. Next fight up, I told Renee, man. You know, me and Renee, we the old motherfuckers in the gym.
Right.
And I told Renee, I said, man, something happened with Chris. He flipped the switch, man. And
he got the habit, yeah. He got the habit, man. I can see it too. I can see him in his performances.
Yeah. Chris, D-Lo over there with us, D'Angelo. We got Omar that just made his debut, 1-0. That took a lot of balls from him, man. He never had no pros, no amateur fights, nothing. He came in the gym. He said, "Hey, man, I want to make this happen. It's a dream of mine. I'm older. I ain't got time to do all the amateur shit. So, all right, we get it in. He trained about 6-8 months, sparring with all of us, getting his good work, and got out there. Got out there and did his thing. Big Allen, he getting on the right foot. You know what I mean? He got a little highlight knockout last fight. We got goddamn Vernon Paris. He been over there training with us. He came from Detroit. He fought Zach Judah back, man, a couple years ago. He experienced dude, man. He getting back in it. You know, he was locked up or whatever. And we got him over there. Chris D-Lo. Chris Singleton.
I'm glad to see D'Angelo get back in that ring. I wasn't, like I said, I didn't get to see the fights. He won though, right out there in Alabama.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, he won a decision. I still his the only fight I ain't been able to watch. But he getting back in his groove, man. You know what I mean? He slowed down because I think he had a little rib injury a while back, and that kind of slowed him down. But he got that eye, you know, that little eye of the tiger back in him. That motherfucking little pit bull.
Yeah, he don't stop. He keeps coming. He's chopping them trees, bro.
Man, yeah, he do.
Well, you already know, bro. You got an open invite. We're trying to get you on here for a while, but anytime, bro. If you know the fight's coming up or whatever, you want to do something, promote something, bro. Get the shirt sold, whatever, man. Just hit me up, man, and we'll do an episode. If you want to do one with you and Renee, we can do a 4-way. You know what I'm saying? Have all this other shit, man. It's all good, bro. Just let me know, man. We here for for the community, man. The boxing community.
For sure. Yeah. I appreciate that, man. I think that's cool, man. I think we got a good thing going right now in Houston with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody,
Coaches
yeah.
to the coaches, to the fighters, to all the promoters, looking out for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good time in Houston right now, man, to be a fighter and to chase your dream right now. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie to you,
There's
man.
a lot of work.
If you're not in LA,
yeah,
and probably maybe Philly, DC area,
really? Yeah.
if you anywhere in the country, man, and you're a boxer, you need to be in Houston,
In Houston,
LA, or up there, that Philly, DC, Detroit, up there somewhere.
yeah.
Other than that, man, you need to get your ass to Houston, Texas, man. We got a gang. We got a gang of trainers. We got a gang of skilled prize fighters.
Gyms, everything. Yeah.
The amateurs are on fire. Man, everybody been on pause, but normally we always put 3 or 4 people in the top 10 of every fucking weight class in the amateurs. You got great. If you're not in Houston, if you're not in one of them 3 areas for the hubs, you're wasting your time, man, because you're gonna step out of Mississippi or fucking Ohio or something and run into some problems. You know what I'm saying? You need to get to those areas, man, and fight. And find yourself a trainer, man.
Give your shop a plug real quick, man.
One more time, man. Just Noah's Auto Repair, 11033 Tower Oaks Boulevard, right in the Jones and 1960 area. Any mechanic parlor, man. AC, brakes, shocks, anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Motor, transmission. Come through, we'll take care of you. We do auto glass too, windows, windshields.
Y'all work on big like food trucks. I got 2 food trucks I always be needing a lot of work on.
They regular gas, man. We make it happen.
All right, that's what's
up. Ain't shit but some nuts and bolts.
That's all it is.
Well, where can they follow you on social media for your boxing?
Instagram is Skinny Boy Lopez. Facebook is one of the 17 Facebook accounts I got that I always get locked out of.
You go to jail? Lopez, if you go to jail on one?
And it like every time before a fight, this shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But Noe Lopez, man, on Facebook.
As soon as I heard you were gonna be on the show, I said, I hope this motherfucker don't get locked up.
I get put in fucking jail again. Yeah.
So, I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all having me, and I'm gonna shoot you my number. You shoot by the shop whenever if you're on this time on this side, and I'll get you that shirt, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Appreciate it.
All right, man. H-Town. That's a wrap. That's another episode of Soapboxing Podcast. We'll catch up with y'all next week. It's your boy Manny Fresh, and then we got Coach
Noe
D.
Lopez and the coach. We out.
Peace.